Choi Jin-lee was born on March 29th of 1994 in Busan, South Korea, being the youngest of 3 children. After her parents got divorced when she was just 7 years old, Jin-lee started to live with her mother, who had to get a job so she could provide to her children. With the money she had to send Jin-lee to kindergarten, her mother decided to send her to an acting academy in their hometown. And the director fell in love with Jin-lee, so much that her mother assumed she would do well in Seoul. So they moved there while Jin-lee was in 4th grade. Jin-lee attended the MTM Academy, a part-time theater school where, aside from acting, she also studied singing and dancing. During the first months living in Seoul, it was very difficult for them. They were almost out of fees, and the expenses were very costly. It got to a point where Jin-lee's mother wanted to quit, but her daughter said to her while crying, "I want to learn more." And a month after that, Jin-lee was casted in the drama Ballad of Sodong. A little prior to that, Jin-lee made her first TV appearance on the show cooking show Table Tendency in 2004, served as a supporting role on the episode Goblins Are Alive of Drama City, and won her first award at the Beautiful Child Contest in 2005. But her big break was with the drama Ballad of Sodong that started airing in September of that same year on the channel SBS when she was only 11 years old. A reporter who thought her birth name Jin-lee, which means the truth in Korean, sounded too Christian, and it could get in her way as people from other religions could not like it, suggested she began promoting under the name sulli, which she interpreted to mean pear blossoms in the snow. She couldn't reject his idea to his face, so she agreed, and the next day an article was published with her name as Sulli. At first she couldn't get used to people calling her by Sulli, but over time she did and became grateful towards the reporter. Ballad of Sodong had an average of 21.0% audience share within the Seoul National Capital Area and of 19.8% nationwide. Sulli played one of the main characters of the drama.
안녕하세요. 저는 서동의 아역 소나공주 역을 맡은 최진리입니다.
Caught not only the public's attention but also of the company SM Entertainment. While Ballad of Sodong was airing, SM reached out to Sulli asking her to audition for the company, so she did. At the time, they were full of trainees, so they weren't accepting anymore. But a casting agent edited a video together of Sulli singing, dancing, and acting, and showed it to the head and founder of SM, who said that even though they were not accepting any more trainees, they had to accept Sulli because they needed someone like her. So Sulli joined SM, being signed with the company as an actress. After Ballad of Sodong, her career took off and she became a pretty popular child actress. In a span of 4 years, she was on the films Punch Lady and Babo, and on the dramas Love Needs a Miracle, Vacation, and Drama City for the 2nd time. But now, as one of the main characters of the episode, the Flower Girl is here. However, as Sulli continued to grow, her status as a child actress became ambiguous, so SM decided to take her to the idol route, and she started to train to debut as a singer. When she was in 5th grade, Sulli moved into a dormitory with Taeyeon and Tiffany, who would later on debut as members of Girls' Generation in August of 2007. The 3 trainees became very good friends. Taeyeon and Tiffany took good care of Sulli, and she liked to follow them around. But after Girls' Generation's debut, they became super busy and were not able to spend much time in the dorm anymore. So Sulli was left alone and began to think that they would drift apart. As she continued to train, Sulli struggled a lot. She felt like she couldn't keep up with the other trainees. But 2 years later, on August 23rd of 2009, SM Entertainment's new girl group was unveiled after the company released a teaser video that became a huge hot topic online. The new girl group in question was FX, consisting of 5 members who had their faces and profiles revealed 2 days later. And one of its members was Sulli. Sulli debuted with FX on September 5th of 2009 when she was only 15 years old. She served as the sub-vocalist, sub-rapper, visual, and face of the group. FX was one of the most outstanding groups of what would later on become known as the 2nd generation of K-pop. So following their huge popularity, Sulli was able to depart from her previous child actress image and became a very popular idol, mostly for her very distinct and unique visual and charm, and extroverted personality. But more than just a popular idol, Sulli also became one of the it girls from her generation. Sulli is named by netizens as one of the female idols who made a visual impact when debuted, which means attracting stans instantly after debuting for being so beautiful, going viral for it several times, even for her graduation photos, that were considered legendary. She was quickly considered one of South Korea's biggest beauties, often being praised for having no plastic surgery, although she was sometimes accused of having it. and chosen as the idol who men, including fellow idols, would like to date with. Sulli was also very praised by females, including by her friend and legendary soloist IU. One time after being asked who would she want to be reborn as, she said that she would like to be reborn as Sulli and added, "I have a folder on my computer for pretty celebrities, and I think I have the most pictures of Sulli in it. Based on my standards, I think the prettiest female celebrity in Korea is Sulli." IU even wrote her hit single Peach from the perspective of a man while thinking of Sulli. Her laugh became famous among the public.
노출?
왜요?
소녀들은
소녀? 왜 갑자기 웃죠?
As well as her smile and I smile, giving her the nickname $1 Million Smile. Sulli already influenced thousands of people with her style of makeup, and even made them start putting makeup on their knees. She also influenced FT Island's Lee Hongji to start painting his nails, and eventually he became famous for it.
솔리 씨의 젤 네일하는 걸 보고 그때부터 관심이 생겨서 헬로헬로 활동할 때 그때부터 이제 네일 아트를 시작하게 된 겁니다.
The effect she had on the public made her become a constant face in CFs. Although her beauty was what brought her immediate attention, Sulli never settled down for being just pretty. As she was a part of one of the first experimental groups in K-pop, she already tried a lot of different and sometimes unconventional concepts and styles, being one of the most versatile visuals the industry has ever seen. Who wasn't afraid of giving up her vanity to play characters that were deemed ugly? Shortly after debuting with FX, Sulli started to work really hard in different areas of entertainment and became very busy, so much that she didn't have the time to attend her middle school graduation ceremony. Sulli was an MC for TV Animal Farm in Inkigayo, being one of the most memorable hosts the show has had, as she was officially in the position from 2010 to 2011, and appeared as a fictional version of herself on the sitcom Welcome to the Show, that revolved around the behind-the-scenes of Inkigayo. She also made her dubbing debut in 2011, dubbing the main character of A Turtle's Tale, Sammy's Adventures, and came back to acting the year prior, being a part of Oh My Lady, The Pirates into the Beautiful You, in which she played the lead role, and earned her the New Star Award at the 2012 SBS Drama Awards, and a nomination for Most Popular Actress at the highly prestigious Baeksang Arts Awards. Thanks to her solo work, Sulli built a name for herself apart from being a member of FX. The amount of success she obtained at such a young age, and the way she achieved it, was still very new to K-pop at the time. It's speculated by the public that SM continued trying to repeat the Sulli formula after the company started a kids model contest in 2016, possibly trying to train beautiful kids that, aside from modeling, would become idols at a very young age, maturing in front of the cameras, thus having an impressively long and successful career, like Sulli did. At the same time, Sulli was loved and admired by the public, even being referenced to as Nation's little sister. She also received tons of hate. The hate against Sulli began due to her beauty and success, as she had never done anything that could possibly cause controversy. Since this was during the past decade, the internet was almost a lawless land. People could say whatever they wanted without any worries, and topics like mental health were almost not discussed publicly. So Sulli almost couldn't do anything about it, and was exposed to all types of virtual and sometimes even personal attacks. In July of 2013, FX was a guest on the show Hello Counselor. The episode they were on featured a 16-year-old guy who criticized his older sister for her weight, as misogyny against idols used to be a must on variety shows back then. One of the MCs of the show asked the guy if he believed the FX members were fat. He responded that they were pretty, but there was areas where they could lose weight, and said that Sulli needed to lose weight in her legs and arms. Sulli responded that she planned to lose weight, but thankfully her groupmates Crystal and Amber came to her defense. Crystal told the guy to go gain some weight, and Amber said, "You can have your own opinion, but you shouldn't hurt other people." Looking back now, after this incident, Sulli notably lost weight. Days after the episode aired, she appeared on the show Starkin and introduced to the public her vinyl diet, a diet method that consisted of inflating a plastic bag and kicking it around in various ways so it doesn't drop to the floor for 30 minutes. Years later, in 2018, Sulli posted a video on her Instagram account of her undergoing cryotherapy, a cold sauna primarily targeted for rheumatism patients, but also used for weight loss. In the video, Sulli is seen resisting extremely negative temperatures that eventually dropped down to minus 140 degrees. The video garnered huge attention and influenced many people to experiment the method that became well known as Sulli's diet. I'm not affirming that the guy's comment was the big responsible for Sulli wanting to lose weight, As I just said moments ago, she notably lost weight after that, but if it's a coincidence or not, I can't say. Aside from that, the incident appears to have been the starting point of an era in which the hate against Sulli started to increase in fast speed, still in July of 2013. A clip of Sulli during an episode of Running Man went viral on the internet, but not for a good reason. In the clip, it was possible to hear Sulli quietly cursing in Chinese while watching a game. As the editors of the show probably didn't speak Chinese, the word ended up being broadcasted on TV and generated Sulli a lot of criticism, making the show's broadcaster, SBS, release the following statement. Apparently, the words came through while she was cracking a few jokes. In any case, the editing mistake is a failure on our part, and we will edit this out in the online streaming version. We will be careful in the future to make sure something like this doesn't happen again. Days later, the channel received a warning advice from the Korea Communications Standards Commission for broadcasting the scene. In September, Sulli was harshly criticized for not executing the choreography of FX's single Rum Pum 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 correctly. During a part where her Luna and Amber lie on the ground, Sulli just squatted while holding her very short skirt, which doesn't seem like a big deal, but it was. This was enough for Sulli to receive comments saying that she was not trying her best and wasn't meant to be an idol. Following the controversy, SM stated, it appears that Sulli failed to follow the choreography because she was not feeling well at the time, which led some to believe it was maybe due to a sudden diet. Just days later, rumors that Sulli was dating the rapper Choija of Dynamic Duo started to be spread, after they were spotted on a supposed date holding hands. At first, SM and Choija's company, all-kulture, claimed that they were not dating, and that the two were like brother and sister. 2014 was marked as a not-so-great year for Sulli, as she faced some health problems and was not met with a lot of empathy. In March, she was hospitalized for severe abdominal pain that arose from stress. Her hospitalization caused rumors online, with a person in particular claiming that they knew someone who worked at the hospital Sulli was in, and that they told them she was hospitalized for another reason. Following the rumors, a fan account for Sulli posted on social media a screenshot of what appeared to be gathering of evidence and wrote, SM Entertainment are collecting data and materials at the moment. The lawyer told that they need as much information as possible. At the time, companies taking legal action against online stuff wasn't as recurrent as it is today. But SM filed charges at the police headquarters that had jurisdiction over cyber defamation and other charges for initial circulation of rumor online. However, in June, the company revealed that they found out that the person spreading the rumor was a student who apologized to Sulli and promised she would never do it again, which made Sulli ask SM to drop the charges against her. In the same month, a person found Choija's lost wallet and discovered photos of Sulli in it, which caused the dating rumors to resurface. In July, Choija's cousin posted a picture with a male and female with their backs to the camera. People started to speculate they were Sulli and Choija, making his cousin delete the picture. In August, the two were seen together again, and Amoeba confirmed that they were really dating, which resulted in a lot of backlash towards the artists due to the 14-year gap between them. In July 7th, FX made their comeback with the EP and title track Red Light. Red Light obtained huge commercial success and praise. It went out to become one of the most iconic works of the group. But for fans, this era was filled with worry over Sulli's health. Due to a bad cold, she was unable to attend a recording of the July 17th episode of M Countdown, in which the group took first place. At the time, a rumor saying that Sulli was pregnant started to arise. At first, nobody understood where this rumor came from, but years later, she explained on a show that it started after she went to the hospital and received a full checkup. As they couldn't discover why she wasn't feeling well, they asked Sulli if she wanted to get a gynecological exam. She accepted it, and after she was seen going to take the exam, people started to say she was pregnant. Sulli revealed that the hospital in question don't protect the privacy of patients, that one of its employees took a picture of the medical chart and spread it around, and that there are a lot of incidences of that happening at the hospital, that she became apprehensive to even get close to. In July 24th, SM revealed that Sulli became mentally and physically exhausted from the continuous hate comments and fake rumors. So she expressed her wish to take a break from her activities temporarily, and it was respected by the company. At the beginning of the year, Sulli had began filming the movie Fashion King. After the announcement of her hiatus, fans wondered if she was going to continue filming. After much speculation in August, the movie's representative revealed that Sulli was still committed to her filming schedule. She made her first appearance after the hiatus in October at the press conference for Fashion King. In March of 2015, it was speculated that Sulli was preparing to return to the industry after she took part in a photo shoot with the magazine High Cut. But 2 months later, fans started to be scared about the future of FX, as Sulli was absent from a CF the group recorded. Her absence created a rumor that she was leaving the group, to which SM responded by saying that nothing had been decided yet. But 2 days later, the media outlet Herald Review Star discovered from insiders that Sulli was really going to leave the group but remain under contract with SM. After the articles were out, SM stated that they were trying to check the situation so they could send out their statement. The company's official statement came out on August 7th and read, "After negotiating with Sulli, who is currently taking a break, about her future activities, we have decided to respect her wishes and she'll be leaving FX and focusing on her acting." FX continued as a 4-member group, but Sulli's departure was the beginning of the end, as the group only had one official comeback after she left, and very few activities before all members left SM, which caused the group to go on indefinite hiatus that lasts till date. Sulli was judged for leaving FX, even by fans of the group. Many people speculated that the reason behind her withdrawal was because she didn't have a good relationship with her members, which is not even close to the truth. All 5 members of FX continued to be friends after Sulli's departure, but for whatever reason, the public decided to believe otherwise. Days after she left the group, Sulli created a public Instagram account, and this was enough for her to receive awful comments filled with misogyny, calling her slurs and telling her to go have kids. In October, Sulli posted a drawing she made of IU, supporting the singer's latest comeback, Red Queen. Red Queen was another song that IU dedicated to Sulli, as it was inspired by the drawing that she made. After making the post, Sulli was attacked for supporting IU, and not mentioning FX that was scheduled to have a comeback days later. So the next day, she posted a teaser image of the group's upcoming album and wrote, "I'm cheering on FX as well, ha ha ha," but continued to be attacked. In November, her Instagram account was hacked, and the hacker deleted some of her posts, including the one supporting FX. SM stated that Sulli would focus on her acting career after she left FX, but she wasn't as active as expected. During this period, she attended a lot of fashion shows, became an endorsement model for different brands, took part in various CFs, and started to express more and more of her sensual side, which was not very well received by the majority of the public. Although Sulli was already dealing with tons and tons of hate since her debut, this seems to have been the start of the Sulli hate train. That was probably the biggest hate train an idol has ever been a victim of. It was no longer hate that every public figure is exposed to. It became a constant harassment and straight-up bullying on a horrifying scale. Around this time, people started to see Sulli as a punching bag. Hating on her became a hobby for many, and the attacks got more and more severe and scary every day. According to an entertainment industry insider, Sulli consistently asked SM to take action against the malicious commenters through her manager. And although the company already announced that they would be taking legal action against those making the comments against their artists, SM didn't pay attention because Sulli was not one of the most popular artists under the company. From 2016 onwards, Sulli's Instagram became a pit of controversy. If I was to list every single thing that made her be attacked from now on, I would literally be here for hours. So keep in mind that the virtual attacks just kept increasing more and more. If Sulli tried to defend herself, things got even worse. And if somebody tried to defend her, they were also attacked. Some of the most constant attacks against Sulli was for stuff like her not wearing a bra, the style of pictures and videos she posted in her sexy photo shoots that already were accused of being Lolita-themed. But from now on, I want to show how more vicious people got with time, and how things started to get off of the internet. A picture that she took with her friend Guhara caused huge uproar because they were wearing together a big shirt with the Johnson & Johnson baby oil logo on it. The public accused the singers of sexualizing a product made for babies, declared a boycott of all brands that Sulli promoted, and emailed Johnson & Johnson to notify them about the picture. It got so big that it got to the brand's attention, making them release a statement claiming that they don't condone the objectification of any person and appreciated the public flagging this misrepresentation of the brand. People would go as far as to attack Sulli because she was acting like a normal 22-year-old dancing and drinking at a club, and begged Choija to take her to the hospital, implying that she was not mentally stable. At the end of 2016, it was reported that Sulli had been rushed to the hospital due to an injury to her wrist. Following the news, the public started to speculate she had tried against her own life, according to an insider from the Seoul National University Hospital, where Sulli was treated. Her left wrist had a 2-inch cut that was deep enough to show her muscles. SM responded to the rumors saying that Sulli went to the hospital due to an arm injury that occurred at home due to her carelessness, and that she returned home after receiving treatment, which didn't help a lot as the rumors continued and new ones popped up. People started to speculate that Sulli had been physically attacked by her boyfriend, that they had broken up. And the media outlet The Fact reported that Sulli was allegedly completely drunk at the time she was taken to the emergency room. Sulli made a post saying she hurt herself by accident and apologizing for making people worry, and not a long time later appeared with Choija, dispelling the breakup rumors. In March of 2017, SM confirmed the rumors that had resurfaced again, saying that Sulli and Choija had broken up. Days later, Dispatch published photos of Sulli with her close friends and a mysterious man at a restaurant on Valentine's Day that happened a month prior. The pictures led to dating rumors and cheating accusations as Choija was not present. At first, people speculated that the man was Block B's Zico. Then a rumor that she was dating Big Bang's G-Dragon was created, but his company denied it. Then winner's Nam Taehyun. But in May, SM confirmed that Sulli was dating a director. She was attacked for being in a relationship 2 months after breaking up with Choija, and because people felt like her new boyfriend resembled her previous one. Her new boyfriend struggled a lot due to the lack of privacy. He was met after his relationship was made public, which made him post on his Instagram account. So in July, the couple broke up, and he explained that he could no longer continue the relationship due to the overwhelming amount of attention towards them. In June, Sulli made her comeback to big screens following the release of the neo-noir action film titled Real. The film was an international success. It grossed over 4,700,000 new Taiwan dollars in Taiwan and received wide acclaim, as well as Sulli's performance. She played one of the main characters of Real and surprised many with her acting. Unfortunately, an awful incident marked the promotions of Real. Illegal footage of Sulli's nude scenes in the film were leaked online after someone who went to see the film in a theater captured the scene, which is illegal. Days after the leaking, the staff of the film announced that they decided to take legal action against the issue. In August, Sulli was accused of animal abuse after she bit her cat during a live stream. This caused huge uproar, to the point where a veterinarian examined the case on national television and explained, "The cat could have reacted violently or moved to another location. I think it's an exaggeration to say that the cat is in pain." Still in 2017, Homeboy of producer duo Double Sidekick released the track Sulli in her defense. Homeboy got inspired to write the track after reading the malicious comments against Sulli. Some of its lyrics include, "Whatever Sulli does, what does it matter to you? If Sulli doesn't wear a bra, what does it matter to you? If Sulli is in a relationship, what does it matter to you?" As expected, the song was bashed by the public. In its music video, it's not available to watch anymore. Sulli placed second on a survey of celebrities with the most fans who became haters. She renewed her contract with SM and closed 2017 being Korea's most Googled person of the year and third most Googled subject in general. In the middle of 2018, Sulli started to film her first solo reality show, Jinli Store. The show's main goal was to show Sulli opening her very own pop-up store, but also showcased her personal side with a lot of honesty and vulnerability that till this day is not usual for idols to express in front of the cameras. During the show's premiere episode, Sulli revealed the real reason that made her decide to leave FX. She said, "I think because I've been active since I was young, there haven't been many people who thought of me as young. There were a lot of scary moments. If they told me to do something, I would, and I didn't even know the reason why I had to. At a certain point, I started to wonder, why do I have to do this? I don't think it was a good fit for me. I was scared and unsure of my future, so I think I tried to protect myself as much as possible. I was trying to protect myself. So there was a sense of urgency. There wasn't anybody to listen to me when I was going through a hard time. It felt like I was just left alone in the world." During another episode, Sulli spoke out about her mental health, revealing that she had panic disorder since she was little, and also developed social phobia, and shared that she had been hurt by people a lot, which made her completely break down and feel like no one understood her and was on her side. Mental health is still a huge taboo in a lot of countries, even nowadays, and idols are trained to pretend like they live in a perfect world. So Sulli doing this during the past decade was really huge and ahead of her time. Speaking of the term ahead of her time, there is no better term to describe Sulli. Thanks to her, various important topics were discussed among the South Korean general public for one of the first times, such as sexism. Sulli was an openly feminist and became an icon of the movement, using her voice for good. In 2019, she made news for letting people know about the importance of using good quality products during menstruation, and for celebrating the end of the abortion ban in South Korea that used to make people who had an abortion be punishable up to 2 years in prison. Following the news, Sulli posted, "Abortion crime abolished? It's an honorable day. Give choice to all women." Sulli's impact among the South Korean public and K-pop community in general is undeniable. She was the only idol shedding light on such delicate subjects that a lot of us only started paying attention to thanks to her. Because of Sulli, South Korean women started the no-bra movement. She changed the perspective of many who started to question why was it such a big deal that sometimes she didn't wear a bra, or why she couldn't express her sensuality, or why she couldn't drink, date, and do other stuff that men can without being bashed, and why she was the most attacked South Korean celebrity when even fellow idols who were literally criminals didn't get half of the hate she was getting. In 2018, she was voted as the #1 Korean celebrity who the public wish would stop using social media, leaving behind names such as Sulli, Black Nut, and YG, who were all convicted for harassing women not a long time later. Sulli also brought a lot of attention to the topic of mental health and cyberbullying. She used to make a lot of live streams. In one of them, she appeared with a sad expression and barely spoke for almost 10 minutes, which worried a lot of people, but of course, the hate continued. Another one, she questioned why she was so hated since she's not a bad person. Over time, Sulli started to respond to her haters and even became a host of the show The Night of Hate Comments, that started airing in June of 2019 and marked Sulli's big comeback to the entertainment industry, with a revamped image and her iconic pink hair. In November of 2018, Sulli featured on her first song as a soloist, the track Dayfly of the singer Dean, that also featured Rad Museum. Sulli did not appear in the music video and never performed the song live. Despite having no promotion, the track peaked at 37 in South Korea and at 17 on the US Billboard World Digital Song Sales chart. The news of Sulli's anticipated official solo debut were only revealed the next year. Still in June of 2019, SM started to tease her single album and title track, Goblin, named after her cat. Goblin came out at the end of the same month. It contains 3 tracks, and Sulli has writer and composer credits on all of them, including on the Dream Pop title track that gained an MV, or in better words, a masterpiece in form of video. Directed by Jin Soo Chung, the music video for Goblin frames the story about a person with dissociative disorder who has multiple personalities. The video garnered huge acclaim for its quality, uniqueness, and deep artistic route that it's not so common to see in K-pop, as well as the single album that was named by the American Billboard as the second best K-pop album released in 2019. Unfortunately, Sulli didn't promote her solo. She only performed Goblin live one time during its showcase, but there's only a few non-professional short recordings of it available online. SM recorded the showcase professionally, and later on they used a clip of it during a documentary, but never released it for the fans. In August, Sulli made a cameo appearance on the drama Hotel del Luna. In September, a very strange incident happened during a live stream on her Instagram. Sulli was at a bar with her friend when a guy approached her table, reportedly recording or taking pictures of her. He claimed that he was a fan who admired Sulli and was not going to do something that could be misunderstood, but walked away. Sulli said that she was scared and that she didn't go out often, but then the same guy came back and said, "Sulli, can I tell you this one thing?" which made Sulli cover in fear. After he saw the camera, he said that he was going to leave. Sulli's friend ended the live stream, but this incident caused much discussion as nobody could really tell what exactly happened and why Sulli looked so terrified. She was attacked for being afraid, but others also stood by her side. On October 4th, an episode of The Night of Hate Comments aired and received attention for the deep thoughts that Sulli shared. She said, "I think everyone has different sides to them. The real human Choi Jin-lee has a darker side, but the celebrity Sulli always has to act like she's cheerful. I asked for a lot of advice from people around me because I wondered if I was lying to people. All people have a darker aspect to them, but they just act like they don't. We're living ambiguously." 10 days later, Sulli was discovered unconscious after taking away her own life at her residence in Songnam at the age of 25. Sulli's death was reported all across the globe and made her receive the love she should have received while she was still here. Goblin debuted on 2 Billboard charts. The same people who were bashing Sulli days prior started to apologize and say that they were going to miss her. Many events and releases were canceled and postponed. Documentaries were released. Sulli received tons of tributes, but wasn't here anymore to see them. After Sulli's passing, a photo shoot that she did to show support to the LGBTQ community was revealed, as well as a pouch for sanitary pads that she produced with the help of brand Cho Sam Girl. Sulli planned to use the second season of Jinlee Store to release the product and to inform people of safe and organic products. Comment sections of entertainment news articles of South Korea's main portal sites were shut down. But eventually the decision was reversed. Lawmakers proposed a bill known as the Sulli Act that aimed to bring more accountability to malicious commenters, demanding users to display their real identities online after it being validated through their social registration numbers. Another legislative proposal was made to partially amend the Act on promotion of information and communications, network utilization, and information protection, to impose an obligation for social media platforms to delete malicious comments. Unfortunately, they were not passed, and apparently are not longer in talks. In November of 2023, Netflix released the series Persona Sulli. Originally, the series was supposed to include multiple short films, but Sulli was only able to record 2 of them.
내가 널 평생 소동으로 불러줄게. 그러니까 남 괴롭히는 것 같은 꿈은 버려.